Hey guys, it's Sophia with Kamikaze Kiwi, and I just thought today we could take five and talk about love. You know, the kind that they put in Hallmark cards and sacrifice animals for? Yeah, because that's how it started. Now, if you've ever seen a movie review of mine, if you've ever spoken to me in person, if you know me in any way, shape, or form, I don't really like love. I love love. I think love is a beautiful thing, but I don't like love. There's a lot of reasons for that. Bitter and cynical, possibly. I'm not going to say no. But at the same time, I don't think that's it. I think a lot of it has to do with the pressures that are associated with things that are love. Now, whenever I say that, I'm talking about things that are commercialized. I'm not a big fan of romantic comedies. Romance books make me a little bit queasy. I don't even like things that are considered stereotypically romantic. I'm not a big poem person. I don't really care for music that has my name in it. I once had a guy make me a mixtape with all the songs that have the name Sophia in it. Less than you think. It's just not my thing. And I think that probably stems from the biggest commercial love success, Valentine's Day. Now, Valentine's Day for me, and possibly you if you're watching this when it came out, was only like last week. And due to technical difficulties, we'll say, in my husband's and I's relationship, we have never celebrated Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day. We've always done it the day after. And it just kind of became a habit, and we kept it that way. And we love it. It takes the pressure off of us. My husband doesn't think that he has to get a reservation and fight the crowds. We buy all our chocolate half off together. It's actually something that we really enjoy doing. But whenever I explained to my husband why I don't care for Valentine's Day, I realized that he didn't know the origin of it. And honestly, most people don't. And even experts don't really. There is no exact origin for Valentine's Day. Now, you've probably heard of Saint Valentine, which is also kind of a misnomer. There are 3 Saint Valentines, 2 of which were killed by the Romans on February 14th, 2 different years, in the 3rd century AD, I believe. And that's not exactly part of it. The tale goes, the very romanticized tale goes that the Roman emperor thought that unmarried men made better soldiers, so he forbid everyone from getting married. And so the religious leader Valentine, the minister Valentine, decided to go ahead and marry people anyways because he believed it was part of his religious duty. And whenever the Roman emperor found out, he killed him. And he became the patron saint of love. That's not true. It's kind of true, but it's not. And in fact, like a lot of the holidays that we know and a lot of the traditions that we have, regardless of if it's based in Christianity or not, they actually have a lot of pagan roots. And one of the things that the Romans like to do is have a festival from February 13th, 12th or 13th. I honestly don't remember the exact day, but it goes until the 15th. And in order to get a wife that was fertile, you sacrificed a goat or a dog, and then women lined up for you, and you used the hide of said goat or dog, and you hit them with it. Yeah, no, that's a thing. That's like a thing that they actually did. And there were also things like the first type of speed dating. It was actually lottery matchmaking, where there was essentially the jar of keys. It was a big bowl, and it had people's names in it. And you, as a man, got to pick a name out of the bowl and be with that lucky woman for a little while until the festival is over. And if it was a good match, you stayed together. And if it wasn't a good match, I don't really know what happened. I'm not quite sure what the social status of a woman who was picked in a lottery but wasn't kept in a lottery happened in Roman times. But that's part of where Valentine's Day traditions come from. And then everything else is a bit of commercialization, and my time is up. Now, I want to end this with, I do believe that love is a very precious and important thing. I think that Valentine's Day, if it's important to you, it should be important. But don't forget to just love each other on a day that's not dictated by chocolates. One of the reasons why I don't like Valentine's Day is because I feel like we put so much into it that we forget to put that much effort into any other day. I assure you that if you bring your spouse a small present on a day that's not February 14th, they'll probably remember it more than the box of disgusting chocolates that they give out at Valentine's Day. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I love you guys regardless of how I feel about love, and I hope to see you next week on our next 5 on Friday.